So the Denver Nuggets are the reigning champions, having one of the best teams in the league, of course, led by Nikola Jokic with Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, KCP. A great team. A big thing that happened this offseason, though, was losing some of their bench pieces, most notably Bruce Brown, but also Jeff Green, and their bench is now going to be a lot younger. But they might have found a gem late in the first round of the previous draft, and it's showing right now. We're going to talk about that gem. What's up, everybody? We're back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one today. We have another Everyday Evals video. This is episode number 4. I did 3 others. I did one on Cam Thomas, Jaden Ivey, and David Roddy. If you missed any of those 3, you can go back and check them out. They'll be on my channel. I'll be making a playlist for it slowly, so as more and more come out, they will be updated on the playlist. But we got another one today, and I'm very excited to talk about Julian Strawther from the Nuggets because I think the Nuggets have a gem with him. Thank you guys for views on videos on the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do get the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So we're talking about Julian Strawther today, starting from the beginning. From Las Vegas, Nevada, he went to Liberty High School, where he was a 4-star recruit, averaging 31.5 points per game and 11 rebounds as a senior, and decided to commit to Gonzaga. His freshman year in Gonzaga, he only played in 25 games, playing just 7 minutes per game, averaging 3 points. In 2022, his sophomore year, he started all but one game and was really good, averaging just under 12 points with 5 rebounds and assists, shooting 49% from the field and 36% from 3, and actually did declare for the 2022 draft, but decided to return for his junior year. And his junior year had another great year, improving a whole lot as he finished 2023 averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist, shooting 47% from the field and almost 41% from 3, and also had an iconic play in the tournament where he hit an almost half-court game winner against UCLA and decided to declare for the 2023 draft. And the draft, he was selected with the 29th overall pick by the Nuggets after a trade from the Indiana Pacers. Strawther's 6'7", 205-pound wing that can do a lot of different things. Now, actually, this is very funny because during the draft process, when I was scouting and doing my big boards and mock drafts and stuff like that, I actually was very high on Julian Strawther, calling him one of my favorite second-round picks. And I actually have a clip here of me talking about it. I think he can really, really thrive, and I think he can be a guy that he could be the steal of the draft in the second round, to be honest. Like, I honestly believe that. Like, he's got a lot of skill down there in the second round. And I think in the right system, if he goes to a team like the Warriors or something like that, he could be a dude that we're going to be like, oh my God, they did it again. Or something like that. Like, I honestly believe he could be the steal of the draft in the second round. He's got a lot of talent. He can shoot the ball. He can score off the ball. He doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time. But when he does get the ball, he can get to the rim and score, and also can hit very tough, big shots. So I really want to see what team gets him and how he could play next level, because I honestly think he could be the steal of the second round. So I thought he was going to be a steal for a team, and he was going to be a very solid rotational player, and we're already seeing that so far in the preseason with the Denver Nuggets. So far on 4 preseason games with the Nuggets, Strawther is averaging 17 points per game with 1.5 rebounds and 1.2 assists. But the shooting numbers are crazy, shooting 51% from the field on almost 12 attempts per game and 45% from 3 on almost 8 3-point attempts, while also shooting 90% from the free throw line. He's been really, really good for them. Now, this is why I think Strawther could be a hitting gem for the Nuggets. At Gonzaga, what intrigued me a whole lot about him was his ability to play in a role already. He wasn't a guy in college that went to a small school, had big numbers, had the ball in his hands all the time, averaged 27 points, led the team in scoring and all this stuff, and had a big role in college and in high school. I like that in college he was on a Gonzaga team where he played with a lot of different guys. He played with Jalen Suggs for a little bit. He played with Chet Holmgren. He played with Drew Timme, who at that point in Gonzaga was a star. Like, he played with a lot of guys. He wasn't really the best player on the team any year when he was at Gonzaga, but he always found a way to be a starter, to play a really good role. And I love that he was at Gonzaga doing that, because now in the NBA he's going to do the same thing. He's not a top prospect, a top 5 player that's going to get the keys to a team. He's going to have to play a role. So already doing that at Gonzaga, it's just so huge that he's comfortable doing that. So now when he gets to the Nuggets or a team that goes to the NBA, he's already comfortable playing that role. And with the Nuggets, we already see that he's playing in a role. Even though in preseason he's going to get a lot more shot attempts, maybe a little bit more minutes than usual because it's preseason and they're not going to throw Jokic and Murray out there for 40 minutes like they're usually going to do in the regular season and the playoffs come. But Charlotte's already getting confidence, already, getting a shot down, and Nuggets are already seeing, wow, we actually got a good guy in him. So that's one big thing. But his play style, I feel like it's just so, a lot of teams could use it. And I liked him best fitting a team like this, a team that already was kind of a playoff team, because I understood he was going to be, I didn't think he was going to be a first round pick. I thought he was going to be the early second round pick, maybe like 35, 34 or something. But for him to go 29 to the Nuggets, I think that's a great situation for him. I want him to go to a team that was a playoff team, already had, some players, because I feel like that would be the best role for him. He'll be a surprise player that shows up in rotation. But his play style, he's got good size. He's 6'7" as a wing. He's comfortable handling the ball. He's just not going to just spot up all day. He's a guy that's comfortable handling the ball, in good situations. The shooting ability was really intriguing at Gonzaga, and then in the NBA so far, he has been shooting the lights out from a lot of different spots. Mostly a lot of catch and shoot, a lot of moving. That's the big thing about him too, moving around. He's not a dude that's just going to stand in the corner and wait for the ball to come to him. On the 3-point line, he's moving around. A lot of plays so far in the preseason where, he's just moving, coming off a screen, coming off a pin down or something, and he gets it, catch and shoot. But also, even to the rim, his cutting ability has been really good. He's always moving around. He's not a stationary shooter. He's just going to move around, find a way to get himself open for an easy shot, or, get the ball, hand it off to somebody, or make a good pass here and there. We've seen in the preseason too, him handing the ball a little bit, finding his teammates, trying to go get his own sometimes. Like, he has just done what I thought he was going to do in the league. He's already doing it right now in Denver. And it's easy for him to do because, again, he knows his role. He knows I'm not coming in to take 20 shots. I'm not coming in to put up 30. I'm coming in to play with Jokic and Murray. I'm coming in to shoot threes and make smart plays. And that's what Julian Strawther does. And he's a multiple-year guy in college. He's not a one and done. He played 3 years at Gonzaga. A little bit more mature, older. He just has a good feel for the game. Just a high IQ player already, and he's in a high IQ system with the Nuggets where a lot of high IQ players around him, guys like Jokic, Murray, KCP, Aaron Gordon. Like, he's going to have a really good time over there in Denver. He's going to be on a team with championship experience already, with a lot of experienced guys. He's going to learn from them, and he's coming into a system kind of similar situation where he was in Gonzaga, where Gonzaga was always a number 1, number 2 seed. Had a lot of great players around, great coach, Mark Few, had some good players around, knew how he had to play, and he's doing the same thing now in Denver, which is why I thought he was going to really thrive and going to be a steal for a team early in the second or late in the first, because he's already used to that. And now going to Denver and seeing it work out in the preseason is really, really good. Now, of course, he might not be this great all season. I don't even know if he's going to be in the regular. Well, maybe after this preseason, he might be in the regular rotation. But still need to see in the regular season. But he's just been super, super good. And I'm really happy that he went to Denver, went to a team on a role that he knows how to play and where a lot of people are going to be watching him. Because, again, I was a big fan coming out of Gonzaga. I was a big fan of him doing my draft process work and stuff. And he fell to the right situation. I think he really fell to the right situation. Now, this is big for the Denver Nuggets as well. If he can play like this and be a gem for them, because, again, like I said at the intro of the video, their bench is not the same. Bruce Brown is gone, Jeff Green is gone. The only players I think returning from their bench are like the young players, and they're going to be leading the bench. Christian Brown is expected to be kind of take over Bruce Brown's role. Payne Watson could become a regular rotation this year. Even Zeke Naji could be someone this year. And then there are other 2 picks in this draft. Hunter Tyson, Jalen Pickett maybe could even get a role. It's really just about who's playing well at the time. And it's tough because they're a championship contending team, also trying to develop a lot of bench players. And usually that doesn't really go too well. But as long as they have that starting 5 in Denver, they're going to be good. It's just really about, can the bench and the role players, the young guys, develop and step up for this team. Maybe in a bigger situation than a lot of those guys expected to have. But I think seeing the way Julian Strawther is playing right now in preseason, the Nuggets are very happy with him and confident with him. And if he could just if he keeps playing like this, then he's gonna have a long career in the league. Because coming in as a rookie already and providing, hey, I'm a rookie, I'm a late first round pick, but I came in and helped the championship team right away and became one of the better bench players. Like every team's gonna see that and be like, wow, like they got a steal with Julian Strawther. And as soon as I saw Julian Strawther get drafted to the Nuggets, I was like, that's great. It's a great spot for him. And I'm very excited to see how this regular season plays out. But yeah, I'm a big Julian Strawther guy. I think he's going to be really, really good. I think he found the right situation. The Nuggets found a gem with him. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.